See, in a sense, India had left Asia because after the initial enthusiasm for Asian solidarity, Asian unity, when India became independent in 1947, then India turned to the global stage and the non-aligned movement in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. It's only in the 1990s, early 1990s, that India decided, look, its economic progress, its future role in the world depends on how effectively it reintegrates with Asia. So, and ASEAN has been very helpful to India. ASEAN has took back India, made it a sectoral dialogue partner in '92, became a full dialogue partner, became part of the ARF and East Asia Summit. So in a sense, India is now fully part of the East Asian political structures. On the economic front too, India has now a free trade agreement with ASEAN. It has signed free trade agreements with Japan and South Korea. So economic integration too is taking place. On the political side and the military, India has also expanded its military diplomacy with ASEAN. India was isolationist for many decades, but today it's fairly expansive military engagement with the ASEAN, with members of ASEAN, bilaterally sometimes, multilaterally sometimes. And it's also got expanding defense relationships with the United States, with Japan, and it's got an engagement with China as well. So now it's a far more comprehensive and rounded overall engagement that India has with East Asia. Now, I think we're interestingly caught in a paradox today. In the past, many countries of Southeast Asia, East Asia, is to say, look, India is too much of a pushy in Asia. But today, many of my friends in East Asia complain, look, India is not doing enough. India must do more. So I think given the new context in East Asia, where there is change in the power distribution, there is new tensions between US and China. So I think we're in a more complex situation. And I think here, India does not want to be seen as taking sides of the US against China or with China against the US. What India would like is a strong ASEAN that would continue to play the leading role in mitigating the tensions between the major powers. Because for India, deferring to the leadership of ASEAN is very important. Because I think it's in India's interest that the ASEAN remains a strong and coherent force. Because if ASEAN weakens and becomes a victim of major power confrontation, then I think it'll be even more difficult situation to handle. So I think India looks forward to working more closely with ASEAN in providing more security to the region, in working with the ASEAN to reduce the great power confrontation, and to ensure that the waters of Asia remain a global commons, and that the current divisions do not lead to actual conflict in this part of the world.